Good,
Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, good afternoon, Mr. Senthil.
Good
Uh,
afternoon.
yeah, thank you for coming to our podcast to discuss about Chidambara Villas and the history behind Chettinad. It is a very important archaeological site, as well as there's a lot of ancient history behind this district and location. So over to you, Mr. Senthil.
All right, thank you very much for this opportunity. And many people in the world, when it comes to Chettinad, they know only about Chettinad chicken. But Chettinad has got many more things than that famous Chettinad chicken, which I'm going to explain to you now. Now, if you see, Chettinad is a cluster of 76 villages. All right, okay. Basically, the community who lives there called Chettiars. Okay, Chettiars are originally from a place called Kaveri Pumbattinam, a
Yeah.
coastal town of Tamilnadu, which is about 250 kilometers away from the current Chettinad. Okay, so they originated from there, they lived there. They basically tradesmen. They started their business with selling of salt, then they went into grains, spices, clothes, gold, diamond. Finally, they ended up doing money lending business, which has become their main business later. So Chettiars used to stay in that coastal town called Kaveri Pumbattinam, or it's also known as Kumbugar. They used to go into different kingdoms in India, and also they used to go into different countries in Southeast Asia. I'm talking about 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th centuries.
Okay.
So they used to go there, stay, do business, come back with the wealth, keep it in their houses in Kaveri Pumbattinam, and go back again. So that was their routine. All
Okay.
right. So, Chettiars were, earning a lot of money, having a very beautiful life out there. But unfortunately, end of 16th century, there was a massive flood which hit Kaveri Kumbattinam. That was not named or known as tsunami in those days, but it was a tsunami that destroyed almost 90% of the town. And, most of the male members in the family were doing business in different kingdoms in India and also different countries in Southeast Asia. But their families, like their parents, their children, their wives, and all of them lost their life. And also, they lost all the wealth saved over the years. So hearing that, all the Chettiars, from wherever they're doing business, they all came back. They all joined together with the people who survived in that tsunami. They all decided to move out of Kaveri Kumbattinam to a safer place. Then they all moved from there to come and settled in this particular region because they settled in this region because this particular region is actually located away from the major water bodies. Like if you see, the sea is about almost 100 kilometers away from here, but also the river is about almost 100 kilometers away from here. So Chettiars have felt this is a very safest place for them to live. So they came and settled in the 16th century, end of 16th century, in 96 villages originally,
Oh, okay.
out of which 76 villages are still existing. In these 76 villages, Chettiars have built 15,000 mansions. 15,000 mansions
Yeah.
in these 76 villages. All right. And this is one among the village where our Chidambara Vilas is located. This is originally known as, Ramachandrapuram. This you can call it as a smaller village in Chettinad because this village has got only 65 mansions. Whereas there are villages like Kotayur, Pallatur, Kanadukathan. These villages have got about almost 300 to 400 mansions in each village. So
Okay.
that is how this 15,000 mansions are spread around in the 76 villages. So Chettiars came, settled in this particular region, and they created these beautiful houses and palaces and mansions. So that is why it has become Chettinad today. All right. So Chidambara Villas is one of the grandeur mansions of Chettinad, built between 1897 to 1904. This is an 121 years old mansion. And it was built by Mr. T.S. Krishnappa Chettiar, one of the moneylender in those days who used to do business in Burma and also in Sri Lanka. And he invested about almost 7 lakh Indian rupees. You call it 700,000 Indian rupees. In 1897 to 1904, spend that money and build this mansion. If you calculate the number of years from 1904 to 2025, is 121 years. You calculate the money value, what he spent about 700,000 rupees in those days. With the inflation, it will not be less than 5,300 crores in today's value. So that is how we build this house. Chidambara Villa is one of the beautiful mansion which has got many things, materials which are brought from different parts in the world, from Europe, from Southeast Asian countries, and also from India. And Chidambaram Vilas has also got one of the beautiful architecture in this region. And when it comes to the places of interest in Chettinad, you have like a fort, which is Tirumayam Fort, which is located about 4 kilometers away from our resort. And there are two temples like Shiva and Vishnu temple. You will not find Shiva and Vishnu's temple next to each other anywhere in the world. There's something amazing. So these temples are built in 16th century, and also the fort was constructed in 16th century. And this fort was used for one of the kings called Veerapandya Kattabomman and all to fight against the British during the British era. And this one of the temple which is located in Tirumayam, that Vishnu temple is also one of the 108 Divyadesham temples. This is one of it. So that's a very special temple. Yeah, and then you have Playarpatti, which is a very famous temple in Tamil Nadu. And it is believed that if you visit Patti, you have your effects from Lord Shani, get reduced. Okay, that's the belief. So many people go and do the Navagraha there also in the Patti temple. That's about 25 kilometers from our resort. Takes about 30 minutes drive. And then the famous Athangudi tiles, which are made of by hand. And in those days, it was made by limestone with natural colors. The same method they make now with the materials are different. With like they make it with cement and artificial pigments. So that is something very interesting to see. And also you can do yourself there. You can design the tiles when you go there. And also we have an antique market where many things from different collections from various Chettiar mansions have been displayed there. And also you have many interesting things like pillars, door frames, and also windows. If in case you are building a farmhouse or a construction, they're a very interesting place for that. And also there are a lot of brass items which were used by Chettiars. And also you'll find a lot of Raja Ravivarma photographs and also paintings in that particular antique market. And something like Kandangi sari, we call it, which is very famous in Chettinad. Kandangi saris are actually woven in Chettinad. It's a very famous sari in Chettinad. And you have sari weaving centers. And also you can visit in many villages like Kanadukathan and also, Kottayur, Pallattur. Those villages are nearby. There are some of the other heritage villages out of that 76 villages. So you can go and visit those places also. Now, as I told you, Chettiars have traveled into different parts in the world
Yes.
because this particular region was a princely state of British during the British era. So a lot of British used to stay in this kingdom, like Pudukkottai kingdom, and many the British used to come and mingle with Chettiars. So they used to do small trading businesses, like they used to bring things from Europe, like pens, watches, clocks, transistors, and all, sell it to Chettiar. In return, they used to buy grain, spices, clothes, gold, and diamonds from Chettiars. And that is how the relationship started. Over a period of time, the British actually inspired the way the Chettiars are doing the money lending and trading business and making a lot of wealth. So British wanted Chettiar to partner with them and to go into different European countries. So Chettiars have accepted the offer, and Chettiars went along with the British to different European countries. When they went into different European countries, while they were doing business there, the mansions which were already existing there inspired Chettiars. So Chettiars wanted to build those kind of mansions in their hometowns. So in
Okay.
those days, if you see, not many architects or not many engineers, so Chettiars used to hire people who make pencil sketches. So they used to make the pencil sketches of those mansions, brought them here, gave to the local construction people, and told them to build it similar to that. If you see all the mansions in Chettinad from the exterior point of view, it all looks like European
Yeah.
mansions.
Yeah.
But when you come inside, it's all built according to the Indian custom and also Chettiar's lifestyle. So that is how Chettiars have brought the architecture from Europe to Chettinad. Since Chettiars have had the opportunity to go into different European countries, they not only brought the architecture, they've also brought a lot of construction materials like, Italian granite pillars, Italian marbles, Belgium glasses, Belgium mirrors, and then also they brought a lot of, the chandeliers from France, the clocks from France, so various part of the world. So, it is all a mix and match of the different architecture and also mix and match of different materials from different kingdoms. So these mans are something amazing to see. See, Chettiars have the opportunity to travel around the world. When Chettiars, while going to those places, they also brought best of the ingredients from those countries, the food ingredients,
Okay.
and brought them back, and they actually, used them in their cooking, basically. Okay, so Chettinad food is very flavorful because they use the best of ingredients from different parts in the world. So that is why the Chettinad food is very unique and very flavorful food. For example, if you see there's something called black rice, called kauni arisi, we call
Yes,
it.
Kavni.
We make a dish out of it. This is actually originally, it was grown in China and Burma in those days,
Yes.
and it was called as forbidden rice
Okay.
because it was reserved only for the wealthiest and the richest,
Right.
because that has got a lot of medicinal facilities.
Yes.
So, Chettiars have brought that rice and used in their cooking, and now the black rice is even grown in India. So, like that, Chettiars have brought different, like flavors from ingredients from different parts of the world, and they used it in their food and cooking and their cuisine, and that is why their cuisine is very flavorful. And Chettinad cuisine is something amazing to like experience. And people think, like Chettinad food is always spicy. It is not true. Chettinad food is not spicy at all. It is a very flavorful food, and it is not a hot food. Okay, so that is how Chettiads are, have this beautiful cuisine here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a wonderful.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, coming to Chidambara Villas back, Chidambara Villas is an amazing property. We actually taken this. We are a hotel group called Sangu Chakra Hotels. So we have hotels in Trichy, Madurai, and Tanjavur. And we taken this property from the current generation of, Krishna Chettiar who built this house. So his third, fourth, and fifth generation. So we took this property in 2007 on a leased basis for 90 years,
Mm-hmm.
and we converted this into a hotel in 3 years' time. Like we restored this mansion from 2007 to 2010. In 2010, we convert this into a hotel, and we actually, are running it as a hotel from last 15 years. So Chidambara Villas has got beautiful restaurants, and it has got beautiful swimming pool, and also a lot of open areas where you have terraces and all those things where you can do your, like your yogas, meditation, and all those things. So it's a wonderful property to be, and you have many unique things to witness here.
Yeah, that's so wonderful for covering so many topics all the way. Coming
Yes.
back to the history of Chettinad, you were talking about Kaveri, they came from Kavaripum. Uh, is there any literature that references this transition during the flood, or is there something that people can reference to?
Unfortunately, like
And
there was no record maintained by any Chettiar community. So, it is all for, passed on from the information passed on from generation to generation.
yes,
So, though I know many things about Chettiars, it is all came because we have one of the owners of this particular TSK house. We call it our Chidambara Villas. The TSK house, the gentleman is also called as Krishna Chettiar. He's the grandson of person who built this house.
okay.
All right. So Mr. T.S. Krishna Chettiar is now 98 years old.
Oh, okay.
So I have to go sit with him and take all these details from him on daily basis. So while I was taking these details, he saw my interest and he referred me to another 20 chettiars in different villages to go and take information from them.
Right.
So I went into different villages in Chettinad, took details from them, cross-verified with the available literature, and also cross-verified with each person's, then we have actually got all this information. Now we designed this as a tour in our Chidambara Villas, and we give a complete tour, taking you to each part of the house with the lifestyle of Chettiars, including history and also the lifestyle.
Oh, that's wonderful. So this, I'm going back to the history because people are more interested in the history when they come to that location. So it will give
Yes,
them an idea also from a lineage perspective and also the ancient roots, right? We are trying to
right,
connect. As you know, I'm also a descendant of India, but our grandparents moved to Malaysia, and
right,
so we, the most of the Malaysians are also looking for their roots. So this
you're right,
area is quite a particular region for everyone,
right,
who belong to Pudukkottai and so on.
you're right.
Yes, yes. And you've also mentioned a lot of tourists comes in from every part of the world to
Correct.
Chidambara Vilas, and they're trying to find
You're
their
right.
ancient roots. So going in that perspective, who was the kingdom, if you know, from a literature perspective, if there is at Kaveri Pumpattinam at that point in time when when the flood took place, because you
Yeah,
mentioned,
it was Chola Kingdom during the flood took place. Okay, you must have heard about kings like the Manonidi Cholan
yes,
and all those things. So you must have heard in history like Kannagi Kovalan.
yes,
So Chettiars are believed to be the same community who used to do trading.
mm-hmm.
And by mistakenly the Kovalan, the husband of Kannagi, was
Yes,
given punishment in Madurai. So
yes,
they are like same trading family. They were. It was a Chola kingdom. From Chola kingdom they moved into Pandya kingdom. Okay, so this Tondaiman, king of Pudukottai, who
okay,
had given them all the land and the other things. So he was a Tondaiman kingdom, which is basically a well-wisher for Chola and Pandya kingdom both.
okay,
So they all moved here. Okay. And, Chettiars are basically, did business in Burma for a very long time.
yes,
After the Second World War, the Burma was taken over by Japan.
yes,
And, British were asked to leave from there. So Chettiars had no other option because they are tied up with British and they were doing business for a very long time there. So
yes,
they had to come back to India. So after coming back to India, Chettiars were doing their money lending business from their houses. And India's got independence in 1947. After Indian independence, Indian government was formed and also Indian government started opening up banks. So after that, Chettiars have lost their hold on money lending business. In 1955, Indian government has banned all the private money lending businesses.
okay,
So Chettiars had no other opportunity to earn money from Chettinad. So Chettiars have moved from here to different parts in the country and also different parts in the world. That is when most of the Chettiars are moved into Singapore and Malaysia to
yeah,
do business. You have many Chettiars who are staying in Malaysia now. They all moved during 1960 onwards. All right.
yeah, that's interesting. So essentially, it was the Chola and Pandya kingdom that was
Kingdom.
ruling at
Yes.
that point in time, right?
Yes, you are right.
Yes, yes, that's
Yes.
a very important aspect when the tourists come in here. They understand the concept of how this whole move happened, and
Yes.
also when they came to this part of the region, uh, they were not able to save everything you mentioned, right? So, do you have all those artifacts, or or a kind of a museum, or do we only have all those mansions that has been built in those days?
See, like we the houses, you can witness all the construction materials. You can see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Chettiars actually when they came here, they have not built all these mansions. After they coming here, when they went along with the British, when they went and did business in the European countries. After that, when they built this kind of mansion, from 16th, say end of 16th century to almost end of 17th century, Chettiars were living in normal houses,
Okay.
but after going to Europe and seeing those mansions, they want to build those kind of mansions in their hometowns. So that is how they brought different things from different parts in the world. But you can witness all the things which are brought from different countries in the world.
Yeah.
All right, and also, but we don't have anything which they brought from Kaveri Kumbattinam,
Okay.
especially. That is not there with us. Yes.
Yes. Yes. So the Burma teak and all that is part of their.
Still there, yeah. Burmese teak, Italian granite, Italian marbles, Belgian glasses, then chandeliers from, like Belgium and also from France. The wall clocks like grandmother clock, grandfather clock. And also you'll find a lot of Raja Raivarma's original, prints, not paintings, prints
Mm.
also available in the houses of Chettinad.
So do the Chettiars live there now in these mansions, or is this now been modified to,
All right, as I told you, Chettiars have moved after 1960 to do business in different parts in the world. So the current population of Chettiars community is 1,25,000 people, which is
Okay.
125,000 people.
Okay.
Out of which 50% of them already settled abroad. Only 50% of them are living in India. Out of that 50% who are living in India, only 5% of them are living in Chettinad. Almost 90% of them living outside India.
Outside, yeah.
So all these houses, but wherever there are two things they still maintain. Number one, they don't get married outside the community. Number two, they'll not get married anywhere else from than their own ancestral homes. They'll come back for their weddings wherever they are, and the weddings takes place in their own houses. So even today, with the owners of this house, as a hotel company, we have an agreement that whenever the wedding comes up in their family, they'll inform us in advance, and we block the hotel entirely. We don't sell the hotel, and we give it to them for conducting their wedding. So that is how Chettias, wherever they are, all around the world, they'll come back for their weddings. And even now, until 99%, they don't get married outside their community.
That's
And they all settled in different parts in the world. But all these houses are now closed. Like after the 1960, many people are moved out from here and they all stopped maintaining these houses.
mm,
So out of that 15,000 mansions which were built in 17th, 18th, and 19th century,
right.
almost 5,000 houses were demolished.
Oh,
All
okay.
right. Out of this 10,000 which are remaining, only about 10% of them are maintained well. Almost 90% of them in ruins. It's a
Oh,
very, very sad part. But now with the tourism coming in, so many people are getting interested to, restore their mansions, taking them into the glory of those dates. And, then they wanted to convert something into commercial to protect those mansions.
oh, that's a good move actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that refurbishment is happening right now in this
Happening.
location.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. Yes.
that's good. So
All right.
in this Chidambara Villas that we're going to bring in our clients to come in for healing meditation, as well as we're going to take them through the villages for a heritage walk, and we're also
Yes.
planning to give a cooking demo from your side
Yes. Yes.
on the
Yes.
cuisine that you
Yes. Yes. Yes.
described. So, is there anything interesting that you want to add on to this? Welcoming the client to this location. Why
See,
this
we have
region is,
basically,
yeah, so important that we have actually chosen this place because of its roots, because of its lineage, because of its history behind it. Obviously, there, like you said, there isn't enough literature to support that they came from Kaveri Pumpattinam, but by word of mouth, through generation to generation, this has been passed on through the lineage. So
you're right.
yes, yes. So I would like to hear from your side, yeah, from our for our client perspective, what can
All
we
right. So
expect at
your guests will be given a very, very beautiful welcome with with an angavastram given to all the guests who are coming here, and then we also give the glass bangles, which is a tradition here, to all the ladies who are coming there, and then we give them an traditional welcome drink called panagam, which is made of dry ginger, cardamom, lemon juice, and also palm sugar with the pinch of tamarind into it. So that's a very healthy welcome drink and also very traditional welcome drink. It tastes, yummy. So we give that welcome drink to the guests, and they'll be escorted to the rooms. And also, we have a very special. Our rooms are basically beautifully recreated rooms with the old and vintage touch and with the modern comforts also there.
yeah,
So staying there is another experience for the guests who are coming here. And also, if you see it, we have all the amenities like we have all the tea coffee makers in the room. Then we also have safe deposit lockers. We provide bathrooms, bathroom slippers, and also provide a beautiful chettinad snacks hamper every day for for the guests to taste what is chettinad, savories is
yes,
all about.
yes,
And also, like we have a restaurant for lunch. So that is called Visceral, where we have served the banana leaf lunch the traditional way. There are about almost 21 items. I do not know how many vegetarians or how many non-vegetarians going to be in your group, but it has got a very flavorful food for both veg and non-veg people. And then our breakfast is, like we have the Chettinad palagarams and the snacks, and also we have other continental dishes like we have bread, cereals, fruits, and also egg preparations and everything. And our dinner is a mix of Indian, Chinese, and also continental, and also Chettinad. All are there. So that is our cuisine. And also we have a beautiful swimming pool where guests can relax there. And also you have a lot of courtyards and open areas if you want to do meditation and everything. It'll be a very different experience. And also we have close by temples in this village. It's got a very peaceful atmosphere. Maybe you can take them for an outdoor yoga also. If you want it, you can take them there.
yeah.
So it will going to be a very beautiful, unique experience which the guests have not experienced in their life. and it is going to turn into a good memory for their lifetime.
Sure, thank you so much.
Yes.
And we talked about a little bit on Tirumayam Fort, and especially it is, I think, quite probably just a few distance away from your villas. Would you
Right.
like to elaborate a little bit of this history
Okay,
behind this fort?
Tirunayam temples were built on Shiva and Vishnu temple built next to each other because they wanted to have the unity between Saivaist and Vaishnavist.
Yes.
All right, so that is why they want build those because they want to bring unity because they do
Yes.
not want to different two of them.
Yes.
So that is why those temples were built. So temples were actually built, almost about 12th century,
Mm.
and the fort was actually built in the 16th century.
Okay.
Now the fort was built later. The temple was built, like you have, this Shiva temple was built first, and then the Vishnu temple was built next. The simultaneous years onto that. And these temples, all with rock cut frames. It
Okay.
is not with cement or stone or anything. It is all rock cut completely. It is all carved in the stones.
Okay.
The Vishnu, which is there in Tirumayam, is much bigger than the Vishnu who is in Srirangam already. The
Oh.
statue, but it was carved beautifully in a beautiful rock,
Mm.
which is something amazing to see there. All right, and also it has got a beautiful, Teppakulam, we call it a water tank there in the Tirumayam Fort area. And it's a very beautiful place to do, and people can even climb up to the fort.
Okay.
It is believed to be that kings have had a secret passage which is leading from here to Madurai
On the way.
underneath that particular place. And also, there is another underneath part which goes and open in the place called Narthamalai near Trichy.
Mm-hmm.
So these were actually used during the wars and all people to move around secretly from this way to this
Right.
place to another place, another place to here. So that is how the Trimium Fort is. So it's something very unique place to see. A very nice and wonderful atmosphere also there.
So
Yes.
these passages are now enclosed.
Now closed. It is not used. Yes.
Okay,
It's closed.
so it's
Yes.
there's no access, but we can
Yes.
actually view the entire fort.
Entire.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 All right.
Okay,
Yes.
that's great. And
Yeah.
you mentioned a little bit on the sari. I'm sure everybody knows about sari only in
All
Kanjipur,
right.
but
Okay.
there is also a factory, and maybe
Yes.
you can go a little bit detailing on the sari.
Okay, like we have the sari weaving center at Kanadukathan. Okay, the saris are woven there. The Chettinad saris are woven in both the checks and plain, both colors. Now, basically the trademark of Chettinad saris are checked saris.
Checks, yeah.
So we have a weaving center which is there. They have been doing that work from almost about three generations
Mm-hmm.
or four generations are there. Now, this Chettinad sari is basically you had a weaver's village which is no more there. But those people have now migrated to different parts in the towns and all, and they open their own outlet. But otherwise, there was a weaver village where people only weaving saris in Karaikudi
Oh,
in those days. But now it has become a modern area. Like after, say, about after 1995, it has become a modern area because the town is grown, it's become commercialized. Otherwise, it used to be a weaver's village. So these Chettinad saris are very, unique saris. Those are weaved in with, different varieties of the threads. And also the weave itself is something very uniquely they do it. And it has got a very special designs most probably in the checks and other things.
right.
Yes,
Yeah.
and people can go there, see how they're weaving the saris, and also they can buy if they want it
Okay.
from those sari weaving centers.
Okay.
Yes, and it is also located in a village called Kanadukathan. Okay, so there also they can go and see and buy those saris.
When we are doing the heritage walk, uh, what exactly you'll be covering in that heritage walk? Is
The
it
heritage walk in the morning, village walk, will be taking you around and showing you the entire infrastructure of the house. Chettiars have made this village, so unique. And
okay?
also, how they made water tanks, and how they made streets. And also, there was, hospital for this village. There was a radio station
Mm-hmm.
for this village, and also the old post office for this village. So all that thing we will be covering it, and also we will be showing you some of the temples. We're also taking to an house where they make, the Chettinad Palagaram, the snacks. So you can go and see how they're making it, the women, how they're making the snacks. So from there we can come back. If you want to buy snacks, also you can buy snacks from there. You want to carry it back home.
Yeah, sure. So our program is going to be for 3 days, 2 nights, as you know,
Yes.
and it's going to be meditation, healing meditation that we're going to be doing both morning and evening, and we'll also have a
Good.
lot of group discussion. And along the
Good.
way, some of those activities will be coming from your end, like a
Yes.
stage walk, the cooking demo, and uh,
Yes.
yeah, visiting all these places, and then it'll give them an idea of the entire history also, because you'll be covering,
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
yeah,
Yes. So we have a guided tour of the mansion which gives the entire history.
yeah,
The heritage walk in the morning, it is to cover this particular village.
yeah.
So in that guided tour of the mansion, they will get A to Z information about Chettinad, and they are going only to witness these places from the beginning.
Okay. And are there any artwork that gets done in any of these villages till now?
Artwork in the sense you have some places they sell only the palm leaf baskets,
Okay.
which is something another attraction. So you can buy those things in Kanadukathan village itself. There is a shop there. You can buy those palm leaf baskets, and
Okay.
also chettinad baskets are woven in plastic, but it is also with those checks and other things. So it is something very interesting. You can buy that also.
Something
Yes,
different. Yeah.
yes,
So I just want to inform the viewers that our program is actually on August 22nd to the 24th, and it is for 3 days, 2 nights, and it will be at this location, Chidambaram Villas at TSK House, located in the district of Pudukkottai, which is known for the Chettinad lifestyle and history. And it's a very important, I would say, from a historical standpoint, because it comes all the way from the history and lineage of Kaveri Pumpattinam, which hardly gets spoken about in these days. So I chose this location because of the lineage, or the transition that happened, and people have to come here and experience this place because of all the historical things that has happened here, and the energy that exists in this place continues to live on. So it is important that we tap onto this energy level, because our ancestors continue to live on from the movement of the of course the tsunami or the flood that happened at that time in transition here. So I would encourage our clients to come and experience our healing meditation, so that they can get the first hand healing that they require, for both body and soul, because we focus mainly on body and soul, udal and atma, and these two will help you harmonize both of them, and you can get a breakthrough from our healing techniques that we're going to be teaching, and it will help you clear out your blockages from your past generational issues, past generational transition that happened generation to generation. So we focus mainly on that because we want to clear off all these emotional things that could have happened, that affects all of us in this current generation, and help us move forward in a nice direction going forward. So I thank you so much, Mr. Senthil Kumar. Before we wrap up this podcast, I want to ask you if there is anything you want to add on to.
So I wanted to tell the viewers that this is going to be a 3H experience. I call it heritage, history, and healing. So we call it 3H experience. You will get the a very unique experience in your lifetime. So I welcome you all and see you soon at Chidambaram Villas. Thank you.
I love that 3H:
Yes.
heritage, healing, and history.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.